over 30 drones strike Moscow and surrounding areas overnight. Russian authorities say 19 drones were shot down late Monday and early Tuesday, with 15 more downed early Monday evening. Debris hit cars in the Moscow region, but no civilian casualties reported, Mayor Sergei Sobyanin says. Sheremetyevo Airport briefly restricted flights as drones buzzed the capital. Witnesses also saw a Russian cargo plane flying dangerously low, trying to dodge the attack. This could be the biggest single-night drone strike on Moscow ever. Back in May, only about 20 drones were shot down overnight. Now 34 targeted the Moscow region alone. Russian Defense Ministry claims 69 Ukrainian drones were shot down overnight from Moscow to Belgorod, Bryansk, Kaluga, Kursk, Rostov, Ryazan, Samara, Saratov, and even over occupied Crimea. Meanwhile, Russia's fuel crisis is worsening following Ukrainian attacks, Reuters reports, citing sources. Traders and retailers say Russia is facing shortages of certain fuel brands as Ukrainian drone attacks disturb refinery output. High interest rates on loans also mean private gas stations cannot afford to stockpile fuel. The attacks have cut oil processing in Russia by nearly 20% on some days and reduced exports from key ports, pushing Moscow to scale back oil production. While Russia has a surplus of diesel, petrol production just meets domestic demand, meaning any further drop in refinery output could trigger shortages. At gas stations, there are no long lines yet, but popular grades like A92 and A95 are often missing. Sources say that pressure is worse on the private fuel stations outside Russia's major oil companies. They are not getting enough supply as refining drops, and high interest rates make it nearly impossible to stock up on gasoline. Russia could use Moldova to attack Ukraine's Odesa region. Moldovan President Maya Sandu has warned that Moscow may try to turn her country into a launch pad for invasion of southern Ukraine. She told citizens that Moscow is working to gain control over Moldova by influencing upcoming parliamentary elections. Sandu warned that this interference could allow Russia to destabilize the country and use it as a staging ground against southern Ukraine. According to Moldova's leader, Russia is trying to influence the upcoming parliamentary elections through vote buying, disinformation campaigns, and violent provocations.
European funds could be frozen. Moldova may become a launchpad for an incursion into Ukraine's Odesa region, and the breakaway Transnistrian region could be destabilized.
Maya Sandu says Moldova's sovereignty and European future are under threat. She warned that Kremlin is spending hundreds of millions of euros to buy votes, spread disinformation, and pay agitators to stir violence and intimidate citizens. Putin is preparing for a nuclear strike, not just threatening one. Many believe a nuclear war is unlikely today, but recent Russian actions suggest Putin is keeping his finger on the red button, writes the Telegraph in recent article. On Friday, 3 Russian MiG-31 fighter jets capable of carrying hypersonic nuclear-capable Kinzhal missiles violated Estonia airspace, the latest in a series of incursions after drone flights over Poland and Romania earlier this month. The move signals a serious escalation. Experts say Putin is likely probing NATO's reaction and softening Europe's response to violation of its sovereignty. Last week, Zapad 2025 military drills reinforced the signal, simulating tactical nuclear strikes watched by the Russian president in uniform. While many believe a nuclear war is unlikely, the risk is rising. Direct conflict with NATO isn't on the table, but the war in Ukraine and indirect tensions with Washington increase the chance of unpredictable escalation. Zapad drills took place at 41 bases in Russia and Belarus, practicing the hybrid strikes, mobile artillery, and counter-drone operations. Previous Zapad 2021 exercises were used to concentrate roughly 119,000 troops before invading Ukraine. Moscow uses these drills to normalize nuclear strike scenarios, keeping Putin psychologically prepared. Historical reports say even Brezhnev trembled when asked to press the button during Cold War simulations of a US war. Danish Prime Minister comments on unknown drones near Copenhagen airport. Denmark's Prime Minister Mette Frederiksen says the appearance of drones near Copenhagen airport could have serious consequences. She does not rule out Russian involvement, calling the incident a potential breach of order and cause for concern.
I consider this a serious attack on Denmark's critical infrastructure. Make no mistake, drones near the airport could have very serious consequences.
Frederiksen added that the drone activity cannot be viewed in isolation from other recent incidents in Europe, citing previous drone flights over Poland and Romania, violations of Estonian airspace, and cyber attacks on European airports. That's it for now. For the latest news, follow our YouTube channel and new X account WarNPolitics24. The link is in the video description.